Welcome to SUPRS Live. This is the Supermodified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series on the SUPRS Broadcasting Network. So glad you could all join us here tonight. We are live from Oswego Speedway, the virtual version for the 16th running of the Whistler Pete Trenca Memorial. Hey everybody, how you doing on this fine Tuesday evening? I hope everybody's doing okay on the East Coast. I know a couple of our members struggle a little bit with some power issues, including a guy that has won the last 10 features in a row, Dave O. Struggling right now to get into the server. We're hoping that he can make it and try to keep that streak alive. But if not, somebody will collect the bonus here this evening. And it could be a couple of drivers that have won this race before. Before we tell you about that, let's tell you who Pete Trenca was. Man, as we were telling the drivers in the drivers meeting, just one of the finest human beings that God ever put on this earth. And Pete was a legend at Oswego Speedway without being a race car driver. If you can imagine that. He's just one of those great guys that was a fan, was involved through the years in different ways, but most notably sold the Oswego Speedway Eagle program. He was the first person you saw when you came through the gates for over 5 decades before his passing in 2004. He was a founding member of the Oswego Speedway Eagles fan club and a grandfather of one of our members, Sean the Oswego Kid O'Kane. You just always knew where Pete was by his unique whistle and that catchphrase he always had, "What do you say, Si?" And he would just say that to anybody, whether it was your first time or your 200th time walking through those hallowed gates of the home of the Supermodifieds at Oswego Speedway. So tonight, we race to remember Peter Program Trenca, a man that just greeted everyone with a smile and was a true ambassador for Oswego Speedway and all of Supermodified racing. A great, great gentleman. We just always was very happy to be able to make friends with him, and I don't think there's anybody that ever walked through the gates at Oswego Speedway and didn't remember Pete Trenca. So tonight it's a Pete Trenca Memorial called the Whistler because of that distinctive whistle that Pete used as a newspaper guy, as a program seller. You could always find your programs when you could hear that whistle. So tonight we're going to run that in memory of Pete Trenca. It's the 16th running of this particular race. This is one of our oldest races here at SUPRS. Past winners of the Trenca Memorial, as we're seeing, a couple of guys in here tonight that have won this, going all the way back to 2005. Sean Gibbs, the only Canadian to win it, and then Chris Hevron, who was a SUPRS champion the next 2 years in a row in the non-wing division, won it in 2006. Ray Sand Jr., a 9-time SUPRS champion, won it in 2007. John Davidson, another SUPRS champion and co-founder of SUPRS, won it in 2008. Junior Radcliffe, J.R. Radcliffe, became the first Ohio winner to win it in 2009. And then it was Dave Byro III, the King, as he called himself, in 2010, another Ohio driver. The first Michigan and only Michigan driver to win it, the ageless veteran Carl Bonsai Becker. Carl's here with us tonight. Carl won it in 2011. In 2012, Dominic Joya won the first of his two. And then in 2013, Rob Warren won his first Whistler. In 2014, Chris Myers became the third Ohio driver to win, and then Keith Powell went on a back-to-back win streak in 2015 and 2016 to become the first driver and only driver to date to win back-to-back Whistlers. Keith Powell, also an Ohio driver. Dominic Joya won his second in 2017. Rob Warren won his second in 2018, making for 3 drivers that have won this race more than once. Nobody has won it more than twice. Dave O is hoping to make it in tonight to win his second Trenca Memorial as the defending race winner. As we said, Dave O, Speedy Man, has been on a tear in the SUPRS competition summer season for the non-wing Supermodifieds, has won 10 of the last races of the 12 races scheduled this season. And Speedy, unable to be here tonight, but has the points sealed up. Your points leader and sure to be crowned your Super 16th anniversary Goldcrest non-wing Supermodified champion. An insurmountable lead after tonight. And Brad Keyser, though, trying to hang on to second. Keith Powell, your 2016 champion, trying to fight his way back up into second place. He sits in third right now. G-Dub Gary Waldron back after a one-year hiatus. A longtime Supers member, his membership dating back to 2005. And he sits in fourth place. Having a good season this year. Bob Gangler in fifth. Your all-time Supers winner, Rob Warren, has a chance to move into fifth position tonight. Your highest rookie right now in leading the Icings on Top Rookie of the Year standings, Eric Becker out of Shelby Township, Michigan. Watch for him in the number 27, the blue car tonight. All of your rookies are easy to recognize. They all have yellow on the back of their car and a yellow number as well. Keep your eyes on those, as I'm sure our video producer at Hairbag Studios, Kevin Timmons, will be finding those rookies throughout the racing event. If you've got a favorite Pete Trenca story, we'd love to hear it. Throw it in the Twitch chat. We'd be excited to let everybody know where you're tuned in from. And we'd also like to hear your Pete Trenca stories. We know there's a lot of good ones out there. Hey, want to give a shout out to M. Clunan for a new follow. Also, Weathert following us yesterday. Hope you guys are tuned in and enjoying the show, man. If you are, let us know so we can give you a super shout out on the broadcast here. For those of you tuned in on the Supers live page, all you have to do is sign up for Twitch and you can chat away as well. Real quick, before we get too much further, want to remind everybody that the Supermodified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series was started in 2004 as a way to give back to the real Supermodified community. And we do that through the Dion Parish Memorial Benevolent Fund for Supermodifieds. And all donations received there go to help injured drivers. And you can make your donation throughout the broadcast, and you can also sponsor a lap for the upcoming Topless 200. Lap sponsorships only $1, and all proceeds go to help injured drivers. We have got a good field of race cars tonight, and we've got 2 qualifying heat races. 10 laps. The top 4 drivers will get their handicap back unless a driver is ineligible. The only way he would be ineligible if he doesn't have 3 previous Supers races.